Welcome back to some more battles. We are in the Love Cup, and let's see if we can get some wins. Here we have the Lickilicky with the Skeledirge and the Slowbro. We got to switch out of their terrible lead. They go into their Mola into the Skeledirge. We are going to have energy to throw the Shadow Ball initially, and then they're going to be able to tank the second one really easily, and they go for the farm down. So they have a ton of energy. We did grab a shield, which is nice, and then we're gonna go into our Lickilicky. Looks like we're gonna be able to fire off a move first. This body slam gets them into the red, and then they counter swap into their Medicham. Medicham does go for the dynamic crunch, and now we know that they're switch locked. We're just going to go into our Slowbro, tank the first move here. So they are running double nuke moves. And then we're just going to make sure we throw this brutal swing right before they get to their move. They are going to be able to fire off the move, and we're just going to shield and look for the farm down, but they don't allow us to get to the farm down. They're going to go into their Lickilicky as well. We fire off the brutal swing, and it looks like we need at least 2 more moves. They are going to be able to fire off a body slam to take us out right here. And then we're going to use our last shield and look to see if we can get a push of energy. But unfortunately, they did have a move saved up, and down goes our Lickilicky. So terrible lead, unfortunate backline. Not a lot of play there. Unfortunately, the Skeledirge never really could get that switch in low enough. Here, much better matchup for us. They go into their Medicham against our Slowbro here, only running Ice Punch, which lets us survive 2 of them. We're going to fire off the brutal swing, get it low enough to maybe take him out with this brutal swing. Okay, we actually get a shield, which is fantastic. And then we're going to be able to get to another brutal swing. This will get the last shield, and that's a huge positive sign for us. We can go back in here with the Skeledirge. Skeledirge is looking to tank these moves, and we get a nice farm down. 2 shield. Skeledirge is looking really nice right now. We go for the Shadow Ball, and this is going to deal huge damage towards that Slowbro, and unfortunately the Skeledirge ends up being a core breaker for their backline. With that Scrafty still alive, all we have to do is basically get to 1 disarming voice and potentially just farm down from there with our Incinerates. Alright, next game. We get the Lickilicky versus the Talonflame. Really good lead here as we're just chunking away at their health. They finally switch out into their Lickilicky, anticipating a Shadow Ball. However, we throw the Earthquake and we get them low enough so that we can potentially take them out with one of our moves with this Slowbro. Here goes the brutal swing. Let's see if they end up shielding. Nope. And they're just gonna fire off a move. We're gonna let it go. Ends up only being the body slam. And here comes the Talonflame immediately. They reveal Flame Charge. Let's see if they are gonna shield here or let this go. We do end up grabbing a shield, which is really nice. And now we're gonna have to shield here so that we can take out this Talonflame. Talonflame goes down. We have no shields, but we have a good amount of energy. And now we see the Ariados come in, and unfortunately for them, they are not going to be able to win that matchup against 2 pretty good things against the Ariados. And them sacrificing their Lickilicky a little bit too early. Ooh, interesting. Camera versus the Lickilicky. They swap into the Medicham. We're going to go into the Slowbro. Let's see what moveset they're running. They are revealing Ice Punch. Ice Punch, minor damage towards the Slowbro. More importantly, we're not really tanking any fast moves. Here comes another Ice Punch. And at this point, we need to maintain alignment here, I think. So we are going to invest the shield in and look for the farm down. So yeah, we do get the farm down, which is nice. So we can maintain alignment. Now we see the camera come back in. This camera here did get an Incinerate out, but we do grab a shield because we potentially could have thrown Surf. We're just going to let this go because we can tank it. And now we see the Skeledirge Skeledirge versus the Scrafty. Scrafty does end up throwing the foul play. Super effective, but we can tank it, but we're still quite healthy. We build up to 2 Disarming Voices, and this is going to take out the Scrafty really easily. So now it just comes down to, can we get to a move? Okay, so we do get to a Disarming Voice. This is inefficient, but not effective. But we are in range of a move. And unfortunately for us, we do have to wait a little bit because our opponent did leave. And now comes up the Earthquake. And down goes the camera. And GG's to our opponent. They knew we had the advantage. And they just GG's quit. Alright, next. Let's see who we find. We're going to have the core of Lickilicky and the Slowbro. And then the Skeledirge is kind of a generalist. Alright, 2 neutral matchups here. We'll get the Miltank versus the Lickilicky. They're looking to just fire off as many moves as possible. They actually go for the Thunderbolt. We're going to go for the Earthquake. We end up grabbing a shield. They go into their Weebly, and that is a rare sight because our Slowbro here is just going to be able to just chunk away at this thing. Before they get to the next move, we're going to fire off a Surf. And so we do grab a shield from them, and we come out with a good amount of energy. Here comes another Brutal Swing, chipping away at the Miltank, forcing them to use some energy right here. Body Slam is used to go for the undercharge, get an extra rollout. And then we're going to fire off our own Body Slam to get that low enough so we can farm down potentially. Okay, looks like Body Slam is used, and we're going to switch out immediately, hoping we catch a Body Slam, and that's exactly what we find. And down goes that team because they probably did not want to see the Skeledirge as well. So check out this team if you haven't already, and let us know if you enjoyed the video.